Yeah, I mean, he's progressing well. Obviously he was in the protocol, so that's kind of a different bucket there. And I know he was happy when I saw him this afternoon that everything got cleared.
How happy were you? That's an unknown thing. You don't know how those things are going to go. How relieved were you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's good to have guys healthy. I mean, that's been, since the early part of training camp there, and it's good to have him back and get him going here.
So he got the news this afternoon that he was cleared?
I believe it was sometime today. Yeah.
Coach, Tyree, it may not always look pretty, but the kid's a gamer, isn't he?
Yeah, you felt great for Tyree. UB product and able to be here on basically his home turf and lead us to a come from behind victory, and just excited for him, excited for all those young guys that were out there, and what a reaction from the sideline. I mean, I had a hard time keeping the guys back, right? But it just shows you the love that they have for one another, and the older guys understand what's on the line for some of those younger guys out there, and they play with great energy.
Some of the dynamics have changed at defensive end since Mike Love went on IR. Eddie's performance tonight, just scraping and clawing and making plays.
Yeah, great to see him make a couple of those plays, and the celebration, that's a little bit unlike Eddie, but I think he was just in the moment, and it's fun to watch. We've had Eddie since he was basically in his first year, if that's what you want to call it, and to watch him grow over the years has been fun, and he's a warrior. He gives it all. He gives it his all, and he puts it on the line every week and every day in practice. So that's why he got the results he got tonight.
Sean, second straight year where you've had a fourth quarter comeback in the fourth preseason game. What is it about those games?
Yeah, I just think, again, I think it's a great indicator of the heart of our football team and the men in that locker room, and how hard they play, and the passion that they play with, and that's fun to watch. And again, the reaction on the sideline, those guys run over there, they were into the game. They were into the game, supporting the guys that were out there, and it was fun to watch. Listen, I know it's preseason, but to go 4-0 for the first time in franchise history, I believe that says something about our guys and the way they battled, and the coaches and the staff. And it is preseason, I get that, but it's good to do it at home as well with this type of win at the end.
Coach, how excited you get to regular season?
How excited to get to regular season? Yeah,
it's over. Guys are ready.
Yeah, I mean it's good. That's why we work. That's why we do what we do, and we've got a big challenge ahead of us this first week, and we'll get into that. But it's a good football team and a tough place to play, and so we've got a big week ahead of us in terms of preparation and putting the time in.
Yeah, some receivers they were fighting right to the finish here. Ray Duke out there tonight, just kind of scraping and clawing. Just how you kind of saw that right to the end with some guys really fighting tooth and nail there.
Yeah, I mean, they were all competing. Again, these guys, they like to compete, and whether it's the wide receiver position or any other position on our team, I think that's what you saw out there. In addition to the heart, you saw a group of guys that love to compete, and what stood out to me was some of the effort from the wide receivers in the terms of the run after catch, and and then Sills making the play down the end there, which is fun, and I feel good for him being able to make that catch for a rookie, to win the game. It's pretty cool.
You're like, Stephen looked cool as a cucumber out there tonight. Not that he hasn't done that before for so many years, but it seems like contract extension certainly helped him a little bit. He seemed pretty cool out there.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good to get a long kick in the preseason. Wanted to do that if we had the chance and the opportunity came up, and wanted to get him out there and have a chance at a long field goal, in particular at home. And it's a field he knows well, and so it was good to see him convert. Got a lot of confidence in Stephen.
Coach, you worked on and made an emphasis on 2-minute offense since day one of OTAs, really. The headsets on the field, making sure everybody knows what they're doing. How gratifying was it to see that group and the 2-minute offense at the end of the preseason do what they did? Yeah,
I mean, that's, again, those situations we work, to your point, Sal, just about every day in practice, and it pays off. I mean, you see the guys keeping their poise, coaches on the sideline, on the headset, everyone very calm, and that's what you hope for. That's why we practice the way we do, and seeing the guys execute. That was fun to watch.
Sean, specifically with Ray McLeod, what did you think of him, the way he answered back tonight?
Yeah, I mean, similar to last week, the one thing that stood out to me, just without watching the film, but watching the play on the field, was the run after catch, and he showed that he wanted it, and just in terms of his effort, his passion, his hunger, and he played with great desire, I thought, last week and this week, so that was good.
How difficult is it now switching over to making some tough decisions and making those cuts with cut down day coming up in less than 2 days now?
Yeah, this is a tough time. If you were just in that locker room, I mean, these guys put it out there. They put it on the line, and to win like that, and then have to say goodbye to almost half the team. That's hard to do. Well, that's the business we're in. But like I told the guys before the game, I told them they're all winners, and no matter what it is, whether they play football for one more night like tonight or 10 more years, it's been an honor to be around them, and I think they'll remember this game tonight for a long time.
I guess it's a relative question, but do you feel like maybe your decisions this year are more difficult than they've been in the last couple of years since you've been?
Yeah, I mean, I think so, and that's what you want. I mean, if you're building the roster the right way, that's what you want. You want those tough decisions. You want people to be looking at your roster and instead of us looking at everybody else's and saying, man, we need this piece, that piece, and this, and so there is still that. We still do that, don't get me wrong, but you do feel better when there's greater levels of competition and more position battles, and those guys have embraced that willingness to compete, even though being teammates, and I think you saw that in the preseason.
Sean, did you say anything to him before that furious fourth quarter comeback?
No, what do you want me to say? Like a win one for the Gipper type of deal here? No, we didn't. No, like I said, I mean, Marcus was one of our offensive captains, and to see Marcus come out and really give us that lift was awesome. And then the way we handled the game from a game management standpoint, I thought was sound right there, and good to have that experience.
Sean, position flexibility has been, I mean, it's always important, but specifically on the offensive line, how are you feeling about, I guess, your depth's positional flexibility?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of what we look for really at every position, whether it's offensive line in this case or other positions. You get, I know when we signed Micah and Jordan over the years ago, that position flexibility, that they had played different positions, and so those turned out to be pretty good decisions, and that's key as we continue to move forward as a football team and grow and climb. That position flexibility is key at every position.